Hello, friends. I love that you guys are already talking away in the comments. And I know there's a delay before it gets to me here on StreamYard. So I just was looking through to see what everybody's reading. Hello, happy Saturday. Has your day been? What did you do today? Did you spend all day reading? Did you get stuff done? Did you go anywhere? Tell me all the things. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to those. I know I saw someone say that this is their first live they're hopping into, so welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I had a good day today. Totally didn't go anywhere. Didn't do my hair, it's like frizzy because I didn't keep it curly and I didn't straighten it. So it's just like, it is what it is. Au naturel. Nicole, you went book shopping today. Did you find anything good? Hi, Tia. Hi, Rainey. Hi, Christy. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Angie. Hi, Stephanie. Hello to all the friends. Maria. Tara is here. Serena. Maria again. Hello, hello, hello. Maria, you went with your parents and picked up the book you're currently reading. What did you pick up? I would love to know. Tara, she asked, well, I got through half of my to-do list, exactly half. Of course, I added a couple more things to it, but I started out with 13 things and I finished 11 of them. So wait, right? I started out with 12 and I don't know, whatever. I finished half of them. Hi, Mo. Oh, look at all the friends. Lee, it's good to see you. Catherine, Daisy. So I'm on this kick of wanting to declutter. I have a lot of stuff just around and a lot of pockets of junk. Not like junk, but just things that need to find better homes. And so I'm taking each weekend to work on one little area. So I did one little corner in my bedroom today, and tomorrow I'm going to go through my dresser and be kind of ruthless, like things that I haven't worn in a while, things that don't fit me. Why am I holding on to them? Get rid of them. Oh, the book that, let's see, Nicole found all kinds of stuff. 60 books. You bought a whole library today. 60 books, and you only spent $45? That's amazing. Score! Was it like just thrift stores or used bookstores? Like, what kind of book shopping did you do? That's awesome. And then Maria found Love, Ruby Lavender by Deborah. Why? How's everybody doing? Yes. Decluttering is very satisfying. It felt really good. I just chucked. I had a little bin shoebox. You know those plastic shoe boxes you can buy at the Dollar Tree? I had one of those filled with nail stuff. And a lot of it I just haven't used. Since I moved here 3 years ago, I just pitched it. That felt good. And then I had a bin of kind of first aid type of stuff, which had medicines in there that I haven't touched in 3 years. So like allergy meds and headache meds and stuff that I just got rid of. Like, I don't need to hold on to these things anymore. Oh, how cool. Your family had a Zoom chat Bible study today. That's fun. Monet went to Barnes & Noble and got some books and got some more at Goodwill. I love it. The best kind of shopping day, Monet. Although I don't often buy books at Barnes & Noble because I'm too cheap. Yeah, I have a lot more to do, especially as I was putting stuff away into the one closet that's in this room, which is like, I definitely need to declutter that. Oh, Nikki, you have this mug. Fun. This was given to me a long, long time ago by an old friend. Kim, that sounds like a happy Saturday. Fun. How is the beginning of everybody's middle grade March going? Have you been, I know a lot of you have been sharing in the Discord group what you've been reading, and I've been loving seeing everybody's posts in there about what they're reading. I actually took a little break from middle grade this morning, well, today, and started reading From Sand and Ash by Amy Harmon. Amy Harmon is one of my 6 authors that I want to read this year. And Melissa from Libraries and Labradors is doing a buddy read of this one in March. So I'm joining in with that, and I'm nearly halfway through, not quite halfway, but pretty close. So this weekend I'm working on this, getting most of it done because I've already finished 6 middle grade books. So I'm a little bit ahead, technically. If I'm aiming for a book a day, I'm a little bit ahead. So, well, I'm caught up now. Monet, you found a new to me author. Who did you find? Hi, Trudy. Rainy, love it. Wow, watching Spanish TV show with some amigas, love it. Green Glass House, that's coming up later this month for me. I'm glad I'm not alone with the crazy list of books I've already read. Nice. Switching to just middle grade for this upcoming week. Hi, Victoria. Failing at MGM, but am reading Sparks Like Stars. Remember, you do not have to go buck wild crazy like I do. You can just read one middle grade book and you're in. You win the readathon. Oh, Edward Tulane is so lovely. So my reading experience of that book, I was a camp counselor one summer a couple years ago. I brought kids from my church to a camp for the summer for a week. And I read that book to them a little bit each night as they were falling asleep. It just helped them not to have chitter chatter in bed and help them to go to sleep. And it worked out perfectly over the 5 nights we were there. We finished it on the last night. I think most of them were probably asleep and I'm like weeping. But yeah, it was a lovely reading experience. Denise is buddy reading Echo Mountain with Kim. Fun. Oh, and The War That Saved My Life. So good. Has anybody heard of this author? K.L. Savage. I've never heard of that author. Wondersmith and the Owl Service. Echo tomorrow and Akadar tonight. Nice, Tammy. Because of Winn-Dixie, The Wizard of Oz, My Life in Pink and Green, A Little Princess, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And woo! That is an awesome list. I haven't read quite a few of those, actually. But I love that there's so many on there. Oh, Amy, you finished 4 books in the last 2 days? Holy moly. There's so many good ones. A lot of people reading Wondersmith. Amina. Okay, so I just, Amanda posted in our Discord group for Middle Grade March about the North Texas Teen Book Festival. And yesterday and today I've watched a couple of the different panels. And the one panel that had James Bird, the author of The Brave, on it, also had the author of Amina's Song. And I always say Amina because I have like Spanish influence, but she's from Pakistan and it's Amina. Like the emphasis is on the first syllable, not the second syllable. Amina's Song. So I learned something new from that panel. Actually, if you guys have any time and you want to go check out some amazing panels from a book festival that they put all online, it's all free. If you just go on YouTube and search NTTBF 21, you'll find all kinds of amazing ones. I've listened to quite a few now, and they've all been so good. I just listened to the one Books in Verse. That was really good, and I added about 3 of those books to my TBR. Fun. Well, we are going to jump right in. Let's wait till 7:45 just so that we can chat a little bit more. And then at 7:45, we'll do 20-minute sprints tonight. I know some people like the longer. I'm a 15er, but I feel like 20 is a good compromise. But we'll do 20-minute sprints. So what are you reading tonight? I know some of you have been sharing. I am going to miss. I need to take that one off. Let's see. Oh, and yay. Someone's reading The Brave tonight. Daughter is reading Bob. Oh, I don't even know what that is. I'll have to look that up, Angie. I love it. Hello to an actual middle grader. I love it. I didn't know that, Maria. Welcome. I'm glad that you're here. That's so cool. Um, all right, Tara's starting the Brave on the first sprint too. Yeah, I think I'm going to be mixing it up tonight too a little bit. So I very like got maybe one or two chapters into A Wish in the Dark, but Christina Soontervant was also in some of those panels that I watched, and she's lovely. And so I really am even more inspired to pick this one up. And I don't know if you've heard me talk about it yet, but this is a a fantasy world inspired by Thailand, but also has a lot of influence from Les Mis. What? I'm so into it. So apparently there's a young boy who was in a prison for stealing something, and the daughter of the warden, I don't know if he escapes or he gets out or something, lives in hiding basically, but the daughter of the warden recognizes him and chases him all over the city. So that has the kind of Les Mis vibes. I'm so excited for that. So I'm going to be reading that a little bit, but I also want to pick up Extremely Inconvenient Adventures of Bronte Metalstone, which I've heard really good things about. This is by Jacqueline Moriarty. So those are the two I'll be reading. Yeah, Kelly, I read Amina's Voice last year and said Amina over and over. And when I heard her talking, and it like clicked in my brain, like it's because I'm coming with a small background and not a big background in Spanish, but I studied Spanish in school. So Amina is how I would say that in Spanish. But she's from Pakistan. So it's Amina. Learned something new. I said that already, but you know. Couple more minutes here. I really want to read A Wish in the Dark, I'm sure. So curious to think what I think. I will let you know what I think. Book Wanderers. Oh, Land of Stories is a lot of fun. So I let the kid that I nanny, the 8-year-old girl, borrow Land of Stories 1. She read it in less than a week and asked if she could borrow book 2. Her and her mom were going away for the weekend. And of course, I let her borrow it because I'm fine with that. But I thought that was super cute. She's very into them right now. I have to bring her book 3 next. The Brave. Linda, I'm curious what you're thinking about it. I've already heard some mixed reactions from people. So I think it'll make for some good discussion, which won't be till the end of the month, but I'm excited about that. Teresa's reading the BFG. The Line That Held Us. Bye, VP. Hello, goodbye. Oh, I don't think I knew that. March Mystery Madness crew are having a live sprints tonight too. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm sorry that I scheduled mine at the same time. I don't like overlapping with other people. So if you want to go and hop over into that one, I totally understand. No worries whatsoever. Especially if you're participating in March Mystery Madness as well, go support them as well. Hop back over here. I'm here every other week, so I don't mind at all. Christy's going to finish Howl. Are you still loving it, Christy? Linda, I'm glad to hear that you're loving Brave. But my mom does not know how to order things online. Oh, bummer. Have you checked your library, Maria? I know at some libraries it's spelled TH3 BRAV5. So if you look it up by the author's name, you might be able to find it. I know some people were having a hard time finding it at their libraries because it's listed a little differently. Bummer. So far it has the all adults are bad thing going on. That's not cool. I'm pretty sure he has good connection with his mom and other people once he moves to be with her. But that's just from what I've heard. PSB11. Oh, the second book in One Crazy Summer. Fun. Enjoy. Howl is so fun. Nice. All right, it's 7:45. Let's go for 15 minutes. Oh, let me edit this. Grab your book. No, 20 minutes. What did I say? 15 for. Grab your book. Get cozy. I'm drinking hot chocolate with a candy cane in it because I still have leftover candy canes from Christmas because I like to put them in my. Okay, so from 45 to 05. Save show. Oh my goodness, 100 bucks. So grab your books. I'll see you back here in a few minutes. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to mute. All right. It's 5 after. How did everybody do? How are you liking your book? So this kid Pong, who is in the prison, he didn't steal anything. He was just born there. His mom was there. And the kids that are born while in the prison stay there. If the mom dies, they stay there. It's a women's reform center, whatever. So he's been there. He's like 9 years old or something. He's been there his whole life. And when they're 12, they get released into the city. So he just escaped by hiding. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have heard of the fruit durian. It's in Thailand and probably other countries in East Asia, but durian is really, really stinky. And he hides in a basket of durian rinds in order to escape. Very exciting. 6 whole pages and interruptions from 2 kids. That's typical. Teresa, way to get a workout in on your treadmill. Yeah, durian does stink, Karen. Well, that's a cool idea. Is it a book that you have that has a poem for every night of the year? I feel like I've seen that before. I love Where the Mountain Meets the Moon. That was recommended to me by librarians, and I read it last year. I have the next 2 books that she wrote. I don't know if they're really in a series or just kind of companions. I have those as well. Guy means cow in Urdu. Well done. Way to learn something new, Amy. Couple chapters read. Yeah, chopped durian is really stinky. Apparently it's delicious, but you got to get past the smell of it. I'm curious about this one, Lulu. I know Nicole from Girly Go Bookworm recommended it in my big old video last Monday. So I've been curious about that one. How are you liking it? It's short stories, right? Winter House, fun. I pulled the second one off of my series shelf of Winter House because Secrets of Winter House, I think it's called, because I want to read that this month, along with like every other middle grade. Oh, Denise, that's wonderful. I mean, that you are able to connect in such a personal way. I love Ada. That girl, she's got a lot of grit in her, a lot of strength in the midst of an awful situation. Her mom is the worst. The worst. I've heard mixed things about When You Reach Me, but that's one of the Newberries that I would not mind getting to this month. So next weekend and the 4th weekend, so 2 weekends of the month, I'm putting everything else on pause and just going to read some Newberries for the whole weekend. And I'm hoping to pick some of the smaller ones to get a whole bunch read. So we'll see. Yeah, Penderwicks. They're definitely not a historical fantasy vibe. It's just like sweet family. Totally different vibe, Kim. Oh, what kind of chair are you getting? I'm jealous. I need a new chair right here in this spot. And part of me wants like one of those big old smushy lazy boys, like not cute chair. Like I'm not looking for something cute. I just want it to be super cozy. And I want it to recline almost into a bed, like recline really far back so that you can take a nap there. But I haven't found one that I love yet. Jeanette, congratulations. Good job figuring out how to chat. And I love Rump. It's so fun. Such a fun story. I want to read everything by Jacqueline Woodson. So I've already read, I read Brown Girl Dreaming a couple years ago. And then this month I read Before the Ever After, which is also beautiful. Green Glass House is so well done. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying that, Susan. Good job, Lulu, working on your thesis. Way to be productive on that. Yeah, I don't know if it's out there. It's got to be out there. I just want it to be able to recline. It doesn't have to rock. Rocking would be bonus, but I just definitely want to be a recliner. So I found last year Amanda, who is one of our hosts for Middle Grade March this year. Last year, though, she created the middle grade book tag, and I don't think I did it last year. So I'm like, that'd be kind of fun for us to do together this evening. So let's do, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 questions. So let's do 4, and then we'll do another sprint, and then we'll do 4 more questions. So the first question we've already kind of talked about. What's the last middle grade book you read? Because we're all reading middle grade right now. Mostly, not all of us, but mostly reading middle grade tonight. A lot of other things in there too. So I shouldn't say all of us, but the next one, what is a middle grade book someone read to you as a child? So do you remember being read to as a kid? Any books stand out to you? I know for me, my parents read the Chronicles of Narnia to me. They read a lot to us, but The Hobbit and the Chronicles of Narnia are two. Well, the Chronicles of Narnia is a series, and Hobbit. So can you think of any books that were read out loud to you, maybe in school or by your parents, or I don't know, a babysitter that stands out to you? Got Phantom Tollbooth, Charlotte's Web, Phantom Tollbooth, fairy tales, little golden books. I remember those. A couple Charlotte's Web, Where the Red Fern Grows. I loved The Hobbit when I was a kid. I still love it. Wayside Stories. I don't remember. I think Red Badge of Courage is one that I remember a librarian reading to us at school. And when I was younger, like the Frances books, like The Little Bear, I remember her reading those when I was little. Island of the Blue Dolphins, I just read for the first time the other day. Listened to it while I was working on a puzzle. Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Yep. Rikki Tikki Tavi. Charlotte's Web until the sad parts, and then my mom had to stop. Charlotte's Web is the first book that I can remember crying at while I was reading on my own. Pippi Longstocking, fun, Holes. Teddy's Button, I've never heard of that. Heidi, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, that's a great read aloud book as well. Little House series, Anne of Green Gables, classic read alouds. Pilgrim's Progress, yes, I think my parents read that one to me too, Pilgrim's Progress. The Snowy Day. Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing, Wayside Stories. Those are all beyond my time when I was a kid. I was older. Okay, next question. Oh, this is a good one. What is your favorite middle grade book as an adult? So like now, if someone said, put you on the spot. Oh, The K. Yes, I remember my teacher reading The K. Or I had to read it maybe in middle grade. Like in class though, we read it together in class. So yeah, fun. I can't remember that long ago, Tammy. No. Okay, so if someone put you on the spot right now and said, what one middle grade book do I have to read? What would you tell them? What's your favorite middle grade book right now? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Harry Potter, War That Saved My Life, the Anne books, Island of the Blue Dolphin, The Crying Rocks. I don't know if I know that one. Still Charlotte Web, Anne of Green Gables. If you guys are on Instagram, do you follow Katie at Life Between Words? Because you should. First of all, she's one of the hosts of Middle Grade March. But also, she has read aloud twice now. She's reading through Anne of Green Gables out loud. So it's like an audiobook, only you get to see her reading to you. And it's so lovely. She's done it twice. So Monday and last night, I think. And she's on like chapter 7, I think now. But if you have not read Anne of Green Gables or you love Anne of Green Gables, you should join in because it's really lovely. I haven't answered this question. Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Closer to Nowhere, Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing. It's true. I guess it did come out when I was younger, but I don't remember that one. Sweep is a favorite. I have a lot of favorites, but if I have to pick an all-time favorite, it's going to be Anne of Green Gables because I just love that book. Or Chronicles of Narnia. I mean, Anne's going to win, but I love also the Chronicles of Narnia. And I love The Hobbit. Those are like nostalgic. And Charlotte's Web. Nostalgic favorites. Like they've stood the test of time as favorites. George by Alex Gino. I have not read that one. Running Out of Time. I have not read that one. Echo is so good. Echo is so good. Okay, one more. Sorry, my hot cocoa is now cold. That's not good. Ugh. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, I skipped one, but we kind of talked about it too. What was your favorite middle grade book as a child? They kind of all have similar answers. Do you have any other childhood favorites from when you were little? I had a box set of Charlotte's Web, Stuart Little, and Trumpet of the Swan, and I reread those books over and over and over. Yeah, same. I've really been enjoying Katie as well. Reading Anne of Green Gables. Fun. What other favorites did I have when I was little? The Twits. I loved the Twits. I loved Ramona, all the Beverly Cleary books. Nancy Drew, sure, that counts. Babysitter's Club, that was more like preteen years for me. I loved the Babysitter's Club. And Sweet Valley High, yes. Too funny. I never got into Nancy Drew. I read, though, when I was a little younger than that, Encyclopedia Brown. Did anybody read Encyclopedia Brown? It's another mystery kind of series. And Choose Your Own Adventures. I was really into Choose Your Own Adventures. Little House. I loved the Little House books. I read Harriet the Spy so many times. I never read Judy Blume. Excuse me. Witch of Blackwood Pond is one of the Newberries I hope to read this month. I have not read that one ever. Boxcar Children. For some reason, I didn't read those when I was little either. Muggy Maggie. I loved Beverly Cleary. I have a whole stack of Beverly Cleary. Anastasia Krupnik. Fun. Babysitter's Club. So many good favorites. Oh, good. Amelia Bedelia. Yes. I loved Amelia Bedelia. Too funny. Could never figure out the end of Encyclopedia Brown, so I read the stories. And then immediately look at the end for the answer. That's really funny. I don't think I ever figured them out on my own either. That's right, because it had the answer. I remember that now. Oh, my word. So nostalgic. Another series I did not read was R.L. Stine, any of them. Goosebumps, I didn't read those. Mallory Towers, I didn't read. Oh my word, so many good books. The Littles! I forgot about the Littles. I loved the Littles. I think that's why I really want to read Smale Home, that book that I need to read because it was sent to me. Because it involves little people and it always makes me think about the Littles. Fun. I need to get some Encyclopedia Brown from the library, so I think the kid that I watch would enjoy those. All right, in 1 minute. Let's do another sprint for 20. We'll go from 20 to 40. So grab your book and then we'll do some more. We'll do some more of those questions. I don't even know what's on there. 20 to 40. And we don't have to only talk about middle grade. I mean, it is middle grade March, but I know not everybody's a middle grade reader, at least not as crazy as me. All right, grab your book. We'll go for 20 minutes. Fun. I'm switching it up. I'm going to start this one, Bronte Meadowstone, for a little bit. See which one I'll read the rest of the night. Okay. See you in 20. There's a map. Hello. Welcome back. Noreen, did you see me yawning? I couldn't stop yawning. I'm fine. I don't feel that tired. Let me put my glasses back on though so I can read your comments. I am going to love this book. Bronte Meadowstone, The Extremely Inconvenient Adventures of Bronte Meadowstone. It's silly and it's delightful. Oh my word, it's going to be so fun. So Bronte is a 10-year-old girl. She just was left at with one of her aunts when she was a baby. And her parents went off on their adventures. They get a telegram saying that her parents have been, what was the word? I don't know. They were shot by cannon fire by pirates. But they leave this very detailed instruction will situation for Bronte in which she has to travel to 10 of her aunts, and it's sealed with very cross stitch so that she can't break it or else her hometown will fall apart. Oh my word, it's just silly and delightful, very fun. I laughed out loud a couple times. It's going to be a good one. Good girl, Maria, doing the dishes for your mom. I love it. That's always really helpful. Dishes are my least favorite chore. I did them today, a little earlier. How's everybody else's reading going? What did you pick up this time? Yeah, I yawned quite a bit and I had a big sneeze there too, but I'm fine. Oh, fun. Tara, I'm glad you're loving Green Glass House. I'm also very sniffly all of a sudden. 30 pages of Half Upon a Time by James Riley. I've never heard of it, but I'll write it down. Look it up. Oh, no, I don't think you told me that, Jacqueline Moriarty. Jacqueline, not Moriarty. I forget what book you're reading now, Lee. Sticking to Winter House. Don't move on if it's good, Rainy, and keep with it. Keep with it. Oh, The Girl Who Drank the Moon. That's a good one. The Count of Monte Cristo. I read that last year. It's a big book. Looked at Facebook the whole time. Girl, you do you. I love it. Amari and the Night Brothers. I don't know why I don't have to mute it, Nikki. I think I've just seen other people muting, but I think it makes sense when there's more than one person. I don't need to mute. I'll leave it unmuted this time. So you can hear me turning my pages and sneezing and yawning. Vanderbeekers. I love the Vanderbeekers. You guys know that. I did not care for the Willoughbys, though. I love Lois Lowry. I love The Giver and Number the Stars by her, but I did not care for the Willoughbys. Getting interrupted by text. Too funny. Jen, you're also reading Howls. Fun. Yeah, Unabridged Count is such a chunker. Dear Edward, Mandy, Scythe, ban this book. Such good books. Okay, let me go back and try to find some more questions from that tag so we can answer them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, who is your favorite middle grade author? I'm changing that to who are some of your favorite middle grade authors? I can say I love Catherine Applegate and Kate DiCamillo. They're like my faves. Now I also love Jessica Townsend because of the Nevermore series. I also love Karina Jenglaser for the Vanderbeekers, and Jean Birdsall for the Penderwicks. Oh, Kimberly Brubaker Bradley. There's my favorite. I love her. Oh, Pam Munoz Ryan. She's so good too. I have a lot of favorites. Avi is a very popular or a very prolific author. And I've only read one or two. I need to read more from him. Shannon Hale, Gail Carson Levine. Yeah, those guys are so good. Ella Montgomery. Duh. Of course, Ella Montgomery. Jason Reynolds. Sharon Creech. Yes. So many good ones. Who wrote? Oh, Gary D. Schmidt wrote The Wednesday Wars. I really want to read more from him. I'm going to need to go get tissues during this next sprint. Hi, Kim. Better late than never. No worries. No worries. Oh, yeah. On the Horizon was so good, wasn't it? I don't read a lot of poetry, but I love books written in verse, so I should pick up some more poetry because I really did enjoy On the Horizon by Lois Lowry. Rick Riordan. I've never read any Rick Riordan. Can you believe it? What's wrong with me? Scott Odell, Island of the Blue Dolphins. Holes, Louis Sacker. Sacker. I don't know how to say his last name. Judy Blume, R.L. Stein. The book I'm reading is for the prompt, The Decade You Were Born. Nice. You have a lot of good ones, Maria, because you're young. And middle grade has really come a long way. There's some wonderful books in the last little while. Oh, Kim, I'm sorry to hear that. So this has been an eventful week for you. Shannon Messenger. Yeah, okay, let's move. I'm going to do the next question. This is a good one too. What middle grade book do you think should be required reading in school? Oh man. Refugee by Alan Gratz, I think would make for great reading in school because it deals with some serious issues, but also is very, I feel like kids could really relate to it, but deals with a current event. Refugees are still a part of our world right now, unfortunately. Have been for always, I guess. But yeah, I think it's a good way to highlight a current event to kids. So Refugee, I think, would make a good school book. Fighting Words. Ooh, Anne. I love that book. I don't know that school would be the best place, or I don't think I would want. I feel like it needs to be like parents and their kids to have conversation. The Wishing Tree. Yes, Catherine Applegate. That is a fantastic one. Also to have conversation. Esperanza Rising. I know schools have done Esperanza Rising. Wonder would also be a really good one for schools. Talk about bullying and accepting other people and differences and kindness. The War That Saved My Life. Yeah, that would be a good school one too. There's so many good ones. I think Echo is too long for a school book, but it's so good. Welcome back, Ambi. Did you hop over to the other live for a little bit? Say hello. Trying to look at, I'm looking at my middle grade shelf over there. It has a lot of books on it. A lot of books. I don't know. I think we said a bunch of good ones though. Refugee would be my first choice. The Night Diary would be an interesting one for schools too. Fish in a Tree. I need to read Fish in a Tree. Maniac McGee. Amal Unbound. Nice. I have to read that one too. Cheryl, what was your first Sharon Creech book? Walk Two Moons. Oh man, That book made me cry. And read 8.5 pages of Jeremy Fink and the Meaning of Life. Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, what's your favorite middle grade book cover? It's hard to do when I'm not like showing covers. So let's skip that one and do what's your favorite middle grade book to screen adaptation? Let's do a book that a adaptation that you have seen, and then what book would you like to see? So let's do first what book to screen adaptation did you love? Have you loved? I really need to watch some because I know I just watched that Catherine Applegate panel for the North Texas Teen Book Festival, and now it made me realize I have not seen the One and Only Bob movie, so I need to watch that. What other adaptations though do you love? Every Soul is Star. Oh, for a school book. Anne of Green Gables, the 1980s one with Megan Follows, right? That's the best. That's the best. I love that adaptation. What other good? There's so many adaptations. Wonder was a really good one. Yeah. That was a really good adaptation. I want to look. Does anyone know? Does Island of the Blue Dolphins have an adaptation? That would be a cool one. Like survival story. It's kind of like a Castaway thing. She lives for a long time on an island by herself. Just looking at the ones I just read. Oh, favorite authors. Yeah, Jean Birdsall and Kimberly Bree. KBB. So good. The Johnny Depp, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Interesting. I don't know which one I prefer. I think I probably prefer the older one just because it's the one I grew up with. Yeah. Matilda. I have not seen that one in so long either. I need to rewatch some of those. Other adaptations. Okay, well, how about what book would you like to see adapted? Which book would you like to see in movie form? I think Echo would be a cool movie. Just with the music and the little bit of fantasy at the beginning and then the 3 different stories, and it's longer. Let's make that a movie. War That Saved My Life would also make a really good movie adaptation. Number of the Stars. Yeah, so many of those like wartime books. I'm down. Let's watch that. It would be so sad. I would cry. Oh, The Monster Calls. A Monster Calls. I loved that adaptation. I brought a box of tissues with me to the movie theater because I cried so hard when I read the book and I knew the movie was going to make me cry too. Oh man. My Life in Pink and Green. I don't know that one. Yeah, I didn't care for the Giver movie, but I love the book. Better Nate Than Ever. I don't know that one. I missed. Oh, Land of Stories would be a fun series. They would have to do that as a series, right? Sorry, I'm not putting these up. I should put these up. The 1980s Secret Garden and Pollyanna. Yes. Ooh, Salt of the Sea would be a cool movie. This is true. This is true. That's funny. I love it. What else would make a good movie? How about Pages and Co? The Book Wanderers. Tilly and the Book Wanderers would make a cool movie. I don't know, Tara, what the Worldquake trilogy is. I've heard that the Rick Riordan, I have never read Rick Riordan books, but I've heard that the adaptations are not good. Oh, Keeper of Lost, I gotta get on reading that. Keeper of Lost Cities. It's on my hopeful pile for this month. Genesis Begins Again, another book that I would love to read. I'm going to find it. I'm going to look up Island of the Blue Dolphins movie. I think it would be interesting as a movie. I feel like it ended too quickly. I was into it, and then I was like, wait, it's over? Maybe I missed something, but The Secret Garden is a great book to read in the spring because it's all about her finding this garden and bringing it back to life. It's a perfect springtime book. Lightning Thief movie. Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's not that good. And he hates them. Oh, that's sad. That's really sad. Dragon's Green by Scarlett Thomas is book one. I feel like no one's heard of them. I've never heard of them. Never heard of them. I've only read one manga and I didn't care for it. But I know that there's so many different ones out there. So I don't know. It's just, I already have enough books to read. I don't need to get a whole other category of books. I'm set for a while. I think that was the last question. Well, that was fun. Thanks for doing a little tag with me. The BFG, I didn't see that movie. And I do want to watch The One and Only Ivan. The House on Hawthorne Road. I don't remember. House on Mango Street? Is that the one you're thinking of? I don't know. 1964. I'll have to look that up. That's funny. Penderwicks would be a cool series. Yeah. It has such a classic feel to it. I don't know. I love it. Now I feel motivated to go watch. I should watch some TV tomorrow. I don't watch a lot of TV, but I should watch like The One and Only Ivan tomorrow or some other adaptation. Sorry for the sniffling. Yay. Yay, Maria. Good job finishing the dishes. Okay, so let's do another sprint at 9 o'clock or 00. For me, it's 9 o'clock. Where is everybody tonight? Where are you all located? I know a lot of you, but let's flood. Let's flood the comments. There's 99 people here. Holy moly. Where's everybody? What time is it where you are? I have not watched the live animated. I have not watched either BFG movie. Texas, Michigan, Florida, New York State. That's where I consider my home state. I was technically born in Pennsylvania, but I lived most of my childhood in New York. Syracuse, go SU. Alabama, Michigan. It's 9 o'clock. West of Chicago, Ontario, Canada. Shout out to Canadian friends. Hello. Wilmington, Delaware. Arizona, North Carolina, Ohio. Chile, Rhode Island. Another North Carolina. Georgia. Vancouver, BC. Hello, Canadian friends of the North. I've been to Vancouver, Brandy, a long time ago. It's beautiful. It's beautiful there. Pennsylvania, Louisiana. I've never been to Louisiana or Arkansas. I've been to San Diego, Lulu. Snowbirding in Myrtle Beach. Nice, Sharon. I used to go, so my family used to go to Myrtle Beach every year. Technically, Sunset Beach or Surfside Beach, whichever one is just south of Myrtle Beach. There was a Christian campground there that we went to every year for maybe like 7 or 8 years in a row for our spring break vacation. Love it there. Love. Not Myrtle Beach, not the boardwalk. We loved our little campground that we went to. Georgia, Missouri. I don't know that book, Maureen. House on Hawthorne Road. I don't know that one. Missouri, Georgia. Fun. Make friends. Make friends with your neighbors in the comments. Sunset Beach. Is that what I said? Sunset, Surfside, Sunset Beach. Yep. Lakewood Camping Resort. That's where we used to stay all the time. They had an arcade. They had an indoor pool. They had an outdoor pool. It was on the ocean. They had a mini golf course. They had paddle boats in a little pond. They had a little store. Everything was right there. We barely had to leave the campgrounds. I love it. In my van next to the airport in Happy Camp, California. Nice, Linda. Linda, I went on a rabbit trail last month of looking up van conversions in like making a van into a little, like, smaller than a tiny house. I was very inspired to do something like that someday. Tara, where? Next to Lakewood? At the big ocean view, oceanfront, ocean, what's the place called? Ocean View. The big place right next door. Yeah, I haven't been there in a long time. I loved it. All right. Oh, it's 9:01. I said we would do another sprint at 9 o'clock. So let's dive right in. I'm going back to, even though this was super cute, I kind of want to make more progress in this one. So I'm going back to this one. So head back into your books. I love Because of Winn-Dixie, Maria. We will go from 9:02 to 22. We'll still do 20. 02, oops, 2. Silly. That's silly. Where would I know, Jeanette, in boxes in my mom's house, she would not be happy about that. Or I would just downsize. That's hard to think about doing, but all right. Happy reading, everyone. I will leave the sound on this time. Sorry for the sniffles and yawns, but you'll hear my pages turning. So good. Looks like some people had to leave. Bye, guys. If you're not gone already. This book is going to be so good. I could definitely see the Les Mis influence, and I'm loving it. Oh, I'm so excited. It won a Newbery honor this year. This author, Christina Soontorvant, she won 2 Newbery honors this year. Like, she's not doing that bad for herself. I'm very excited for her. Oh, Tara, have you never read Wonder before? It's so good. Oh, Chelsea, you read this one? A Wish in the Dark? Oh, I'm really loving it. Monet, yours, I'm getting cold all of a sudden. Your book is getting emotional and intense. Yikes. Yeah, Rainey, I think especially if you know the story of Les Mis, it's so good. I'm going to love it. Oh, interesting, Maria. What book are you reading again? I can't remember. I do love Because of Winn-Dixie. One more chapter. Oh, for your buddy read section. Who are you buddy reading with, Rainey? That's fun. I love the illustrations in that book. They're quite lovely. Angel, how are you liking The War I Finally Won? Are you liking it more or less or on equal playing field with The War That Saved My Life? It's a little different. Ginger, yes. Scythe is a page turner. Love, Ruby Lavender. I will have to look that one up, Maria. I'm going to write it down so I don't forget. Because I like Katie Camillo's Because of Winn-Dixie. Love. Oh, I was going to show you guys. So I finally made my middle grade March page. Well, I got it started anyway. I need to still erase the pencil. But this is what I ended up doing. Just super simple. Here's our 5 prompts. And then I'm going to just list the book and put which prompt they match, if any. And then if it's a Newbery, it's getting a star. So there's some little pink stars there. And then if it's a 5-star read, it's getting an orange dot. So I've had 2 5-star reads so far and 2 Newberries so far. And I haven't yet. I have to still fill in some of these prompts. So Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry was my book for my decade. This was in the 70s. And basically also deals with family, but Before There Ever After has a father-son relationship that's really strong. Echo Mountain is all about family for sure. Are there any silhouettes on covers? I don't know if I have any silhouettes yet. Oh yeah, Malamander. There's a silhouette in the window down here. Where is it? Right there. So that one has some silhouettes. And I was going to count this for fairy tale vibes, but it didn't really have strong fairy tale vibes, I don't think. But this is a Les Mis retelling, so I'm going to count that. It's not fairy tale retelling, but oh, how fun, Maria, that you found Because of Winn-Dixie on the free shelf at your library. I want a free shelf at my library. I want to go into my library. Oh. Yeah, I discovered in the live with Katie on Wednesday on Instagram that my journal is all words and lines. This is how I book. I'm on the wrong. This is how I book journal. Words and lines. Let me take that banner down. Sorry. Get it out of there. So as I look back through others, so I have a page for NetGalley, words and lines. This is my Christmas book exchange, words and lines. There's Christmas trees. That's the extent of my art. Oh, and look at I want to read 10 book of the month. So there are 9 petals in the center. So there's a flower. But here's the Read Your Bookshelf Challenge with Chantel, and that's Words and Lines. Series, Words and Lines. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't leave an extra page for more series because I've already started more series than what are on here. Like Green Glass House, I'm going to be starting. What was the other one? Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry was a series. I don't know. I started something else too that was part of a series, and I'm like, going to have to just do another series page further in. And then my reading goals for this year, Words and Lines. That's my extent of my art. Oh man. Oh, the two 5-star books that I read so far were Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry. This was so good. Hard to read, but very good. And I loved Echo Mountain. This was a little bit slower paced. I listened to this on audio, but I really loved it. About a young girl and her family set in the 1930s. They have to sell their home because of the Depression, and they move up onto Echo Mountain. And there's an accident, and something happens to the dad. And the girl tries to find the old hag that lives up on the mountain to try to heal him. She, in the process, discovers a little bit more about herself. It's so good. Lulu, the name of my book that I'm reading right now is A Wish in the Dark by Christina. It's probably backwards, but Soontornbot. So good. Yeah, it's really good. Angel, how exciting. Your library opens on Tuesday. Karen, way to go. Switch to a romance. I spent most of today reading an adult book, so it feels good to dive back into some middle grade tonight. The adult books are 10 cents and kid books are free. I love that. Words and Lines is all you need. Green Glass House is a series. It's the first in a series, and I think there are 3, 4. I don't know. I don't know how big. Does anybody know? How big is the Green Glass House series going to be? Have I read Goodnight, Mr. Tom? And it has a movie to go with it? No, but I'm adding it to my list. I feel like I've heard of that. Somebody has mentioned that to me lately. Good night, ladies. Good night, Mr. Tom. Book and movie. Sweet. Roll of Thunder is a series. It's true. Tape a page in. That's a good idea. I could just tape a page into the middle. Although I go pretty close to the edge for the series. We'll see. I'm not worried about it. I don't use it often enough to care. My only reading journal is Goodreads. I keep up to date with my Goodreads daily. I think I'm daily on Goodreads, updating stuff almost daily. Yeah, Rebecca, I'm glad that you loved it too. So good. Cheryl, I'm so trying not to be jealous. I'll just be happy for you. Ours was open towards the end of summer, beginning of fall, maybe. And then it closed back up, and it was like a tease. It was such a tease. The kids that I nanny are big readers now. I worked really hard on that. And we loved just going to the library just to be somewhere else, pick out books. But now we can't. Jeremy Fink, The Meaning of Life, big on family. Nice. Wow. You have paper copies of all your reading from the last few years. That's amazing. Nope, not me. I unhaul it. I unhaul a lot of books after I read them. I haven't done an unhaul in a while, like an official go through my shelves unhaul. I feel like I'm pretty set. Like the books that are on my shelves now, I really want to read them. I probably could. If I when I get to decluttering this room, then I'll worry about it, but that's a long way off. I've got a lot of other areas to declutter first. For those who weren't here at the beginning, that's what I was working on partly today, was decluttering some stuff in my bedroom. Yay, Trudy. Open libraries are the best. Oh, green glass house, possibly 5, maybe 4. Amanda, interesting take. I'm excited to hear more about that. I mean, I guess not excited. If you found it slow, that pretty much says it. I feel like people said that about Echo Mountain too, that not a lot happens, but I found it to be captivating. I was into it. Oh, nice. I could go for some popcorn. Oh, I showed my middle grade March page in my reading journal. It's pretty basic. Here's the 5 prompts on the side, so everything I read I can mark. I have space on here for, well, I numbered up to 31. There's a little bit more room. I don't know that I'll get that many, but by reading a lot of shorter Newberries over the couple weekends and audiobooks, I think I've listened to 4. Well, let's see. I listened to Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry was an audio. I listened to The Miscalculations of Lightning Girl. This has good OCD representation. This girl gets struck by lightning when she's in 2nd grade and becomes a mathematic savant, like genius. But in addition to that, she now has a form of OCD where these numbers, like the numbers of pi, go through her mind and she can't stop them unless she does a couple things. Like every time she stops walking, she has to tap her foot 3 times. Or when she sits down, she has to sit, stand, sit, stand, sit. So there's OCD representation. I read this one in print. I listened to Echo Mountain and I listened to Island of the Blue Dolphin. So I guess that's 3 that I listened to so far this month. I love audiobooks. Okay, I lost my train of thought. I also keep a spreadsheet. The one from the Currently Reading podcast, as a patron, I get a spreadsheet from them, and I do keep track on a spreadsheet too, because that gives me more information than what I can get from Goodreads, and she has it set up already for me, and it gives me some stats and pie charts and graphs, which is a lot of fun to have at the end of the year. Yes, I'm a big fan of curbside pickup. I just miss browsing the shelves. Although for this middle grade March, it's been good because out of these books, only 1 has been a library book so far. So 5 of the 6 books I've read are on my shelves, which is awesome. I'm hoping to read a lot more from my shelves this year. Usually I max out my checkouts and I have like 50 middle grade books. This is a good idea, Nikki. Next, I don't often get into book slumps, but when I'm feeling that, that's a good time to do an unhaul. That's a good idea. Excuse me. Yeah, 6th grade is good. I think it deals with some pretty serious stuff. I think younger than 12 might be a little, like 11 or 12 might be a little rough. Like the kid that I work with is 10, and I would not give him this book to read. But 6th grade I feel like is good, and they can have some really good conversations. It's a good book, but it deals with some heavy duty stuff. Oh, my daughter cried. Jen, how precious. I might cry too when I can finally go. Oh man, too funny. Yeah, I do. Okay, Beth asked the question. I have 3 things. I use Hoopla, but my local library systems don't have a great amount of books on Hoopla. They don't have a great, I don't know the word I'm looking for, selection. So I also have a membership for Scribd, And I also use Libby through the library. And actually a lot of actually I found Echo Mountain on Libby, which was surprising because I always filter it through available now because I don't want to have to wait with audiobooks. Hoopla has spoiled me for waiting. Because Hoopla, you don't have to wait. If it's there, you can listen to it right away. So I just filter my Libby to what's available now. And then I downloaded a whole bunch. So I have 2 or 3 more Newbery winners, like Hatchet, I downloaded already. Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim, I downloaded already. And then I also downloaded Gregor the Overlander, which is a Suzanne Collins book who wrote Hunger Games, but she had written already a series that starts with Gregor the Overlander. That's a middle grade series. So I downloaded that. I have the physical book, but I also downloaded it to listen to. You use YouTube for audiobooks? I've never looked up audiobooks on YouTube. That's a great idea, though. See if I missed anything else. I've never heard of Book Siren either. What is that? And there's so many. I don't pay for Audible or Libro FM, but I like Libro FM because it supports local bookstores. So I think that that's great. But I haven't listened. I got a free one once, so I have an account with Libro FM, but I don't pay for it monthly. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that Gregor is a good series. Fun. Are all of you guys if you're participating in Middle Grade March, are you in the Discord group? Have you joined that yet? I think if there's anybody that's interested, I can find the link and put it in the comments because there has been a lot of chat already over there. As soon as I think there's 100. No. Oh, that's the wrong one. Middle Grade March. Yeah, there's over 100 people in the group already. And if you're interested, I can let me just pull up the link. I'll just put the link in the comments. I can get a link. If you're interested, it's just an app. You can have it on your phone or on your desktop. And I don't want this link to expire. Oh, wait, no expiration. Generate new link, copy. It's just a great way to chat with people about what you're reading, what they're reading, get ideas from people, talk about there's a discussion thread for our group book of The Brave that you can start chatting with people before. Like if you read it early in the month and you don't want to forget all your thoughts, go ahead and chat about it in there. I've divided it into different sections. It's free. The app is free. You don't have to pay for it. How do I read when I know people are watching? I pretend that there's nobody there. That's just how I read all the time. Yeah, so there's the link. That hopefully should work for you. If you're already on, yes, Teresa, Discord is a whole separate thing from Goodreads. Discord is a chatting server. It's an app basically that you can download. Maria, get permission from your mom before you do. But it's just an app, and you can set it up, like I said, on your phone or on your computer, and yeah, what am I trying to say? Yeah, and then just chat with people. There's a bunch of different discussion threads set up in there. So there's just like a general hangout, a place to share social media information if you wanted to, any anticipated releases, books that you know about that are coming out, journal ideas. People can share their journals, and then a thread for each of the 5 different prompts from this year: silhouette, strong family, travel, adventure, retelling or fairy tale, decade, and then the thread for The Brave. And someone just asked, this is how I've seen some people say The Brave is listed at their library. So TH3 BRAV 5 to look in your library. Otherwise, just look up James Bird because you can find it that way too. Welcome back, Linda. See you, Rainey. Enjoy. Is that the March Mystery Madness one that's going on tonight too? Midnight Library. I've heard good things about that one. Rebecca, thanks for coming. We'll probably do one more sprint at like 9:45. Let's do one. We'll still do a 20-minute, 9:45 till 10:05, and then we'll wrap it up after that. You found it under James Bird. Good. Good night, Noreen. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Actually, let's just do a 15-minute sprint. We'll do till 10 o'clock for my time. I'm glad that you found it under James Bird. Sharon, see ya. Yeah, I think we're about ready to wrap up. We'll just do this last little sprint because I like reading with you guys, even though you're just staring at me read. You're not, because you're reading too or doing something else productive. I'm hearing, if you hear that little doo-doo, I don't know if you can hear that. That's people joining the Discord server or commenting over there. So we'll do from 45 to 10. That's hotter. Oh man. Nice. Nikki, I'm glad you'll check it out. There's a lot of people already in there discussing different books and different things. So it's fun. Monet, no worries. Nobody has to share anything on there. It's just a fun way to check out what other people are doing and get ideas and inspiration. And add to your TBR like it does for me. And like the North Texas Teen Book Festival, Amanda put the link for that in there today. People have shared links for their, if they have a video for a TBR that they post on YouTube, they posted that in the socials section, so you can watch other people's videos that you might not have known about. Yeah, it's fun. Ambi, in 2 weeks, so those of you, I guess a lot of people are leaving. I should have said this before, but in 2 weeks, my next live is going to be with Katie and Amanda. So every month I try to have one live that has people with me. And so next time, and it'll be our read-in, our middle grade read-in. And it'll be just like this. We'll chat a little bit and then read a little bit and then chat a little bit. I will probably go out in my living room for that one and like light candles and be on the couch and a little more cozy, because it's supposed to, like, it's a cozy read-in like I do on Instagram stories every other week. But we're going to do it all three of us together, Amanda and Katie and I. So that will be the next live. But let's do our last sprint. Just 15 minutes. I'm sticking with A Wish in the Dark because I'm getting into the story a little more. So I'm sticking with this one. So grab your book. We'll do one more sprint and then we'll kind of wrap it up and say goodnight. A journal writing room. That'll be fun. Okay. I need to close my Discord. so good. Oh my goodness. I'm going to love this book, friends. It's so good. Christy, welcome back. I think we're kind of getting ready to wrap up, but I don't have anywhere to go. So if you guys want to stay a little longer, I don't mind. Oh, page and a half left, Cheryl. We should have done 20. I have a page and a half left of my chapter 2. We should have done 20. My bad. We might have to do one more. Oh, man. Yay, Nikki, another chapter down. I love middle grade because it just kind of goes by so quickly. And I think I've gotten so many audiobooks read because I started a 2,000-piece puzzle. 2,000. I've never done a puzzle this big. It's going to take me forever. Or maybe all month while I listen to audiobooks. Okay, we'll do one more in a few minutes. Let's just chat. Oh, Kelly had 2 pages left too. Yeah, see? We need to do another one. And we'll go back to 20 because 15 wasn't enough to finish a chapter for me. It was close, or maybe 2 chapters, I guess, with this one. They're pretty short, but oh, golly. Hi, Molly. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Oh, Anne. Oh, Christy, work, work, work. Get her done. I was going to film today, but then I decided I didn't want to do my hair. So I just decided not to film. But I will tomorrow after church. Tara, is that the 3rd book that you've picked up tonight? Harry Potter. I think you've picked up a couple different ones tonight. All right, so a couple people are saying to do another sprint. We will. Elba, welcome. Glad you're here. I am reading A Wish in the Dark. This is a middle grade fantasy based on Thailand, the country of Thailand, and like Thai culture and stuff. And also has a lot of Les Miserables influences. And you can definitely tell, like I've read Les Mis and seen, it's my favorite musical. So I know the story of Les Mis pretty well. I've seen multiple movies of it. Yeah, love Les Mis so much. And I can definitely see the Les Mis in here. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And I'm only like 50 pages in, 60 pages in. Where am I at? 95 pages in. But that's what I'm reading. I just got Emily of New Moon on Kindle. Fun. See, okay, Brandy, I'm curious to know. I read all 3 Emily books within the last 6 months or so, and I don't like them more than Anne. Yeah, I most definitely love Anne more. Oh no, Maria, sorry that you spilled cider. I mean, I love hot cider though. Yum. Excuse me. Yeah, so many fires. Oh goodness. Yes, Elba, I do love middle grade. It is true. And it's middle grade March, so I'm reading a lot of middle grade. Just finished. Had to. No worries, Cheryl. I don't blame you. Yeah, definitely let me know what you think about Emily of New Moon. I mean, I liked Emily, but there's one storyline that starts to show up in the first book, but it's really in the second and third books that I did not like at all. Like one character and his connection to Emily. So you'll get to it, but I've not seen the show of it, Maria, of Emily of New Moon. I should watch that. There's so many adaptations I now want to watch. Wow. That's a pretty good average. Whoa. Yay. Nice. I've only read the first one. I would like to order the second and third, but I ordered it from Book Depository, and now I kind of want my other ones to match it. We'll see. Fun. All right, so we'll do, we should have done it for 10:05. We'll do 10:10 till 10:30, and then I need to be done. That'll have to be our last one. So we'll do a 20-minute, 10:10 to 10:30. We'll do a 20 so everybody can, oops, hide that. Sorry, I meant to edit. We'll do, everybody get to your goals. I'll put it up so that it doesn't, so that I remind myself because I'm forgetful. I am teaching tomorrow, so I need to look over my lesson one more time before bed. And I was supposed to go in today to do all the videos for March, and I didn't, for March. This is the first Sunday in March, and I didn't do that. So I need to go a little extra. Yeah, Sherry, no, I'm not singing tomorrow. I'm working with the kids. So I need to go in a little early and get the videos. I'll set up, I do the videos for the whole month, but I usually go in at a different time to get them done. And I didn't do that. So I have to go. It doesn't take too long. Just have to download them and put them into Planning Center. Not Planning Center. ProPresenter. Yes, tomorrow is Sunday. I sing usually on the third Sunday of the month. Usually. And then I teach the first and the fourth. And I have other teachers who teach. Thank you, Amy. It's getting late. We'll go till 30 to make it 20 minutes. Oh dear. From January to this morning. Yeah, we had a couple weeks where we had some weather and we had church at home like we did at the beginning of the pandemic, like when everything shut down. We had church at home for a while. And I kind of liked it, but I also like being in person, so we're safe. I just hate wearing my mask for that long. So that's annoying because we are mask mandated at church. Like if you're there, you have to wear a mask the whole time. So, which is good, but I'm not a fan. It's because of glasses and they fog up too easily. Super annoying. Yeah, I know a lot of people are still doing online church. Do what makes people feel safe, I suppose. I missed the connection of seeing people in person. But it is what it is. And you don't need masks. Wow. Yeah, we, Beth, also have numbers limited. People have to, you're supposed to register online ahead of time because we have limits for kids and preschool and nursery so that we can keep everybody spread out pretty decently. So we have caps. We don't even get close to the caps. Yeah. Depending on which families come, we can have like 2 or 3 kids or 10, 12 kids. Oh, with the adjustable nose piece. That's nice. I want that one that like holds the mask away from your mouth too. So that you can breathe easier. But oh well. Yeah. I forget what else I was going to say. I was just going to say something else about church, but yeah, Brandy, my church is online every week. It's got a YouTube channel, Thrive Church. And it's just, you could just watch a YouTube. and it has, I should find it. Has worship time, and our pastor is really good. We have a couple different people that preach actually, but I'm just finding if you're interested, if you don't already have a church that's online, there's the link for mine. No pressure, whatever. Oh, it's 10:10. Let's do it. Forgot to put that back up to remind me. All right, last sprint of the night so that Krista can read over her lesson before going to bed. Get to your goals, get to a good reading spot or a stopping point or whatever. Enjoy. Happy reading. I'll see you in 20 minutes. So silly. All right, friends. How did everybody do tonight? I made it 130 pages in this one. And then I did want to, oh, here it is. I did want to try Bronte Metalstone. So I did this for one sprint, this is going to be a funny book and delightful. And this one, I think, is going to make me cry. So this will be good to read after I finish this one. Those are two of my library books. Good job, Nikki. 116. Brandy, have a nice night. Teresa, good night. We are going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining me again. So next Wednesday, in a few days, live on Instagram stories on Amanda's The Curly Reader is going to be Katie and Amanda talking live, and then I'll be in the comments. And then next Friday or Saturday will be a cozy read-in just on Instagram stories, like nothing live, but just a cozy night to read with other people that you know are reading. And I'll share some cozy setups and things next weekend. And then the following Wednesday, me and Amanda will be live on my Instagram. So don't forget to check all those things out. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Happy reading, whether you're reading middle grade or not. I hope that you enjoy your books this week. Thanks so much for joining me. And I'm going to go get ready for bed now, too. I have to put away the clothes that I've washed today. Oh, good. Yeah, I hope you guys all had fun. Thanks so much for joining in the fun. And I will see you in the next one. Good night, everyone. Good night. So long. What's that song? So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu, adieu, adieu to you and you and you. Do. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to end this now. Bye.